its Dominion Mandate broadcast.
With a word from you, we know for sure that you season our lives. And as we hear from you, our lives can never remain the same. There is a great future waiting for us ahead of us. But the way to get there is only through you. Other things that may look around us as if that is what will take us there, we're not sure of them. But the one that we're so sure of, we're sure of your word of prophecy. So we hold on to it. As we hear tonight, we know that we shall be blessed. Thank you for doing it, Lord. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. True wisdom in an house builded is an house builded. And understanding, and by understanding it is established. And by knowledge shall the chambers be filled with all precious riches. And that's what we are doing here, trying to give you knowledge so that you can bring very precious things into your lives. Now look at chapter 30. Chapter 30, now look at verse 24. There be 4 things which are little upon the earth, but they are exceeding wise. The ants are a people not strong, yet they prepare their meat in the summer. The conies are but a feeble folk, yet they make their houses in the rocks. The locusts have no king, yet go they forth all of them by bands. The spider taketh hold with her hands and is in king's palaces. Now look at the book of Luke. Luke chapter 14. Luke 14. Now look at verse 28. For which of you intending to build a tower, sitteth not down first, and counted the cost, whether he shall have sufficient to finish it? Let haply, after he hath laid the foundation, and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build, and was not able to finish. Or what king going to make war against another king, sitteth not down first, and consulted whether he be able with 10,000 to meet with him that cometh against him with 20,000? Or else, while the other is yet a great way off, he sendeth an ambush and desired conditions of peace. So likewise, whosoever he be of you that forsaketh not all that he had, he cannot be my disciple. So we started talking about the fact that every human institution is governed by principles. Every human institution. Whatever is an institution on earth here is governed by principles. And whoever wants to enjoy that institution must be careful enough to study what those principles are, so that when he applies them, he's able to get results. So we said we're talking about the bedrocks for a blissful marital future. And the first thing we said yesterday was that you must create and possess a vision for a blissful future. Number 2, we said you must have an adequate spiritual development. You must develop yourself very, very spiritually. You must raise a strong spiritual foundation for yourself. And number 3, where I stopped yesterday, was the fact that I said you must develop a balanced emotional stability. A balanced emotional stability. Tonight I want to continue from there. Number 4, develop yourself mentally to enable you handle marriage responsibilities. So this one is mental empowerment. Marriage has a lot of responsibilities that if you are not prepared mentally, you will not be able to take the responsibilities of marriage and walk over the situations of this life successfully. Marriage is so enormous that mentally, if you are not capable, some people can go mad. I'm telling you. Take the case of a sister that marries a brother that does not understand anything at all. Early in the morning, she makes the breakfast. She makes the breakfast. In fact, there are cases where it is the woman that wakes up the man for prayers in the morning. After prayers, she shares responsibility to everybody in the house. And as they are doing that, breakfast is getting ready. The man sits down there and expects his breakfast. He eats his breakfast, they carry whatever is necessary, and then off he goes to work. She is thinking of what they will eat in the afternoon. And as if that is not enough, as she's thinking of what they will eat in the afternoon, she is also thinking of going to work like the husband. So when that is over, made assignment, calculated everything, put them together. Now take the days where there is nothing in the house. Sometimes a careless man may not bother about that. He's on his way, he's on his own. In the afternoon, maybe she's able to finish, put one or two things, and then they take lunch, and then she's thinking of dinner. As they are finishing dinner, she's thinking of breakfast the following morning. So everything about her life is so tight. Now, somebody who is not mature mentally cannot handle that. Not to talk of days like weekends. Weekends are the most hectic. A lot of people think that is the time to rest, but no. For married people, no. That is the time everything that was dirty all through the week must be put together. If they are used to cooking for the whole week, that is the time they put down what is needed to cook for the whole week and keep them either in the freezer or something of that nature. So everything is planned for. So somebody that is mentally not mature will not be able to handle such kind of rigors of marriage. So that is why you must be prepared now. And no wonder those of you that are working with, some families, like you're a brother working under an uncle, a sister, or a sister working under a sister, or like a house girl or something, I want you to take it seriously. I beg of you, don't take any assignment they give you for joke. If they tell you fetch water 10 times, fetch it. Fetch it. If they tell you cook food 3 times, for 1 meal alone, it has finished, cook again and again. Do it joyfully. Do it joyfully. It is a way of training you to face your future. It's a way of training you to face your future. If sometimes you're expected to go maybe some 2-3 kilometers to fetch water because of lack of water in the neighborhood, do it. Advance you do it. Don't run away from it. Because a day will come when you face responsibility that you are not prepared for. Now it will affect your mental capacity. Everything has every brain has a capacity. And what it is not prepared for, it doesn't. You see, somebody can die in the neighborhood and nobody cares, but the same thing may happen to another person, the man will slump dead. Because the man has never faced it before in life. So, there is the need for you to sit down and make sure you're mentally sound. And how do you do this? To do this effectively, ask yourself the following questions. 1. Am I ready to go out and work to gather money to spend it on others alone and not myself? Take a simple question like that. You know what kills a lot of people? You struggle all through the whole month, and then suddenly you collect money, the money you don't spend, the money you don't use on yourself. That is what happens with a lot of men, of course. Are you ready to do that? Are you ready to spend all you have earned for the whole month to pay rent, to pay bills, to pay school fees, to cater for the family? Am I mentally set for this selfless life? Am I set? If your answer is in the affirmative, then of course you're ready. But let me tell you, it's not as easy as answering yes. Everybody will want to eat the fruit of his labor. When you touch a man and he's drinking beer in a beer parlor, you touch him, you say, no, I am eating my sweat. I'm drinking my sweat. I struggle to get this, so that is why I'm enjoying myself. Everybody is selfish, a little bit. But listen to me, a man who is going to get married, man, get ready. Sometimes you may not buy clothes for yourself for several months, for several years. Those of us that are pastors know very well now. You know very well. I can't shy away from that. If it were not because I'm a pastor and I minister among people and people bless me left, right, and center, I can't remember when last I bought a dress for myself. Why? It's not because the money may not be flowing. Money may flow. Members may even demand from you, so you help them out. As a pastor, you're taking care of your family, you're taking care of your children, you're taking care of your relations, you're taking care of your members, you're taking care of some other needs. People will come from outside that they have some particular needs. You must help them. If the money is there, you can't tell them no. It has to do with mental capacity. If you are mentally slow and small, you cannot handle such things. So you ask yourself, am I ready? Number 2, am I ready to carry pregnancy for 9 months without being able to sleep on my face? You know, there are a lot of ladies that sleep on their face. Yeah, they like sleeping on their face to hold their pillows like this. You can't be pregnant and sleep like that. For the next 9 months, you can't do that. And even when you give birth, you can't sleep like that, because if you do like that, you suffocate your child. The child will want to suck breast or something of that. They say you are the one that will normally wake up and give breast. And if you don't, if you even want to still sleep like that, because your breast might have been heavy around that time, you sleep like that, you suck the whole place. So it's sacrifice. Am I ready? Am I ready? Now listen to me. Marriage is more than this one that somebody calls you, holds you by the hand, and you are going for a picnic. Hey, I love you. Hey, all these ones are, you don't know anything yet. It's more than that. Hello? That's why we're here. Some of us that are married are here. It's more than that. If I ask the people like the Kimpayos, my wife here, of course not you and you. Okay? And Mama Nusrika, Shalom. Shalom is just coming up. Also Kereke and John, all of you, you know. By the time you ask them, they will tell you. At least I've seen this thing now for 14 years. At least. So I can talk 1 or 2 things about it. Are you ready? As a woman, very soon your shape will not be the same again. Are you ready to lose your shape? Hello? And all this one that when you dress, your breast is very, it's looking one, you know. But when you give birth, the sucking of that breast will make it look, very sorry to use that word, like slippers. Are you ready? Those are the. Didn't you hear when I was reading that scripture where Jesus was talking? He said, the man should sit down and what? Count the cost. Are you ready? You're ready? Are you ready to do that? Some of us, it's our pride, of course. When a lady is a virgin, man, it's not easy to lose her virginity. She wants to almost like maintain it for life. It's a pride to her. It's a pride